Good evening, everyone. David Stanley here, full-time Apache Helicopter, part-time comedian. It's October 20th right now. I hope YouTube can actually get this up within under 24 hours from what they pulled last time, but who knows? I might be shadow banned. There might be something wrong with the algorithms, or Mikey's camp is just putting bugs in my YouTube comments, which I've already seen. So if you guys see anything called Master Credit in my comments, please do not respond to them. Do not dislike them. Don't even click on it. The moment you do, it can open up actually a virus into the YouTube platforms. So please do not do that. Also, let's talk about something as far as it goes with my review of Mikey's video with regards to Navy Federal Credit Union. I'd be very careful if you're out there and you're watching these videos, and these videos have literally put you on the fence of, I just don't know. I don't trust that guy, David Stanley. Well, here comes my intro to this. So transparency is everything. I am part of the Credit Crusader Army. I'm not afraid to say that. So my salute to the general, my salute to the lieutenants, being also everything credit with David, and also Jim the credit guy. I have vetted my time into doing the research I should have done prior to making my investment in the credit game, which is now Digital Millionaire. And I'll get into that in a minute too. You have to look sometimes at someone's past to see their future. Now, I'm not saying we all don't have our skeletons in the closet, mistakes we've made, whatever you want to call it. Slip-ups, minor things that happen. Major things that happen too. Now, can I look past Mike's arrest, good old Mikey's arrest from a while back, with all the stuff he had on him between trying to sell steroids, trying to sell the drugs, credit card fraud, check fraud? Can I consider all that in my position of what I want to comment on? And remember, these are all opinions, folks, until you fact check yourself. Okay. We have a Delta team we talk to. We call it our Delta Special Forces team. We're constantly in conversations through ways of communication to talk about what's going on day to day in the Twitter sphere, the Instagram world, the Facebook world, whatever you want to have it, whatever have you. These people are made up of Mike's former victims, Mike's current victims, and some people that aren't victims. They're just on choosing a position to know what's right versus wrong. So when I have to go back in history, and I've already mentioned this before about Mikey's past, let's start back where it really came to fruition. Mikey, this is for you, buddy. So in 2007, and I can go ahead and release this address right now because you're not there anymore, okay? West 17 West Duval Street, Suite 400, Jacksonville, Florida, 32202, the owner and holder of the certain instructional instrument, the lien against Mike S. Rhando, and the real estate property scheduled in Jacksonville, Duval County, since commonly known as 1511 East 15th Street, real estate number 131902-0000. A lien was put against this property, and guess what? By the 31st day of October 2007, okay, it was gone. It was under an LLC. My point, everything that Mike has is under an LLC. Mikey operates with everything that's under an LLC. He hides behind the LLC because remember, guys, Limit Liability Corporation. Why? Because when you try to sue them and they file or dissolve that LLC, there's nothing left. My point? Track record. I said it's going to be careful. We go in people's past, right? Now, why does that happen in 2007, but the arrest happened in 2010, 2011? Something transpired in that time. I'm pretty sure that was the old house with the old wife and his child, where now you have Val, who's part of now the LLCs, okay? There's an investigation I'm doing on the side I'll get into in a minute, part one, part two, as time comes by. I'll explain that. My point to this is, though, look at the history. This man wants you to trust you with lines of credit. He wants you to trust him with your money and your lines of credit, your investments, and give you vendors he can go to where he's the vendor. He talks about electronic and digital messages or digital letters. They're not digital letters. It's the same crap that was wrapped up during the time he was running in the beginning of this year with the Lambo packages, the Maserati packages. Within 45 days are your money back. Your money back, which you'll never see if you've already invested, by the way, until the day comes we face him in court. Your money back guarantees. Never fulfilled any of them. Only until you went to the Better Business Bureau and started calling him out, okay? Now, this whole new thing with this whole digital millionaire program, the platform he's aiming to, in time, he's using small words that match up to what he's already done, okay? things like he tried to slide in like the DM in today's video, right? A video that was regenerated, by the way. It's an old video. He just refurbed it. Because remember, he comes at you 2-3 times, sometimes a day, every day of the week. They're already pre-recorded, folks. And there's nothing wrong with that when you're running a business. When you say, I come to you every day. No, you don't. You come to you every day with preloaded videos or regenerated videos, like basically a reload, okay? He threw in their trade lines again. This is a man who had, as he claims, the largest trade lines company in the world. My last video, I dispelled that. Okay, I said, do your homework. I even give you names. Now he's talking about it again. This is a man who defaulted wholesale trade credit lines, company he built. Okay, his wife bailed him out of when she started giving money back to people because she realized what was going to happen when the liens could come back and take that house, or the liens could take her business because she was tied into it. The whole family is, okay? Look at prosperity education, part of his deal too, all these things. It gets worse as time goes down the line. And mind you, I would love to take credit for some of the stuff I find, but I am a consult with a Grandmaster Jedi, shall not be named, but talks to me at least every day, sends me reports of information, okay? I actually see the house that he lost, and that was listed at $324,500 is what the listing price was on that house that he lost. When I go back and look at it, I'm like, where'd that money come from? Well, it was from the LLC, the company he was running before. Kind of strange, right? If you look at the LLCs, look at the most recent one for Digital Millionaire, these videos he has now where people are talking in the beginning, right? Of course, I don't know information they're giving you other than they keep using the same thing of leveraging credit. No shit. Everybody's doing that out there. They're leveraging credit to build their credit. That's nothing new. That's nothing top secret. That's basic information you can find anywhere, okay? Now, let's get back to that. Digital Millionaire has an LLC. As of yesterday, the BBB had listed him as having 4 stars out of 5, but yet all 4 comments of the 5 were all generated within minutes of each other on the same day with the same grammatical errors in every paragraph. Coincidence? This is just an opinion. This is an education piece. Do your homework, folks. Do your homework. Because I think to myself differently, nah, that can't be the case. So Mike had some of the highest quality videos, right? And now they've gone down to crap. I see him sitting in an office wearing the same shirt because it's the same day, not a different day, Mikey. You're not fooling anybody. Because why? You left that stupid Walmart blue cup sitting on your desk there. And the only thing that's changed in the video is the lighting. You went from purple lighting yesterday to green lighting today. And you guys have your phone on silent? Just making sure. That's for you, Mikey. Little ring in the background. Where's the quality at? He's running out of it because we're cutting him off finally. We're making ground way to you out there in the Credit Crusader army, the complaints that you're doing, okay, to the groups, to the credit bureaus, okay, to the police department, by getting the information out there and the messages out there. There's a lovely African-American gentleman just put out a great video all the way in Connecticut talking about how Mikey has more bad reviews than anyone else out there. So Mikey, if you're the biggest growing credit help industry on YouTube, you're also the worst when it comes to reviews. Do the math. You talk about 40,000 hours. I don't know if that was your incarceration time over 11 years ago, but I think not, because I know that you got bailed out pretty quick, so I don't think that's it. But your 40,000 hours, stop. The only thing you got 40,000 hours of, folks, is learning how to take your money, swindle you of it, and make bad investment choices. Look at Skip Tracer. This is a man who put out this guy's actual information that's just public information about how Mike's getting sued for not paying his credit cards. He doesn't have the house he was just in 3 or 4 months ago. He's living with a family member. Why would you take your money that you're scraping to have and give it to this person who is going to leave you high and dry? Because it happened to me. He did it to me. He's still short of what he owes me. He tried to pay me a little bit of money, but that didn't stop there, because not even 4 weeks later, Brandon Ashlock, myself, and a couple other people were having our credit messed with. Student loans, payday loans, credit card. My PayPal account this morning got hit for over $1,400. That's not coincidence. That hasn't happened to us in 10 years. We had some late payments, maybe some charge-offs, no bankruptcy on mine. But let's be honest with ourselves. What has he done but bring havoc to the situation? You have all these people talking at his event. They're either reading off a flip chart of what's being asked of them right there in the moment. Explain yourself here, explain your business. Businesses that I verified the other day haven't been even a year old, okay? But then someone talking about education. I think education is great. I think it's amazing. Okay? I tell my friends all the time, like, Dave, it took a long time to get where you're at in education. Sure it did. Because you know what? At one point I sat there between Iraq and Afghanistan, and I said, you know what? Where am I going to be at in a year or 2 years from now? Same place, sitting on the same place in between two wars. Why not get my education in the meantime? Why not log on and get my information in the meantime? Why not educate myself? Why not challenge myself to get the AA, the BS, the BA, the MFBA, and go ahead and get a law degree? Why did I not do that sooner? Because 10 years before that, I could have done it. Because I was constantly waiting and not challenging myself. So I tell you out there, if it's you that doesn't have the education, educate yourself. If it's you out there that doesn't figure out how to do it, know how to navigate this, then by all means, go to our general, the Credit Crusader. Go and watch his videos. He gives great tips. Tips that are more beneficial than Mike, okay? Especially when it comes to Navy Federal Credit Union. I'll do another video on that one. I don't even want to get into that in this moment. Go to Jim the Credit Guy. The letters stick. They're proven stick. If you're going to take the time and do the letters yourself and you're going to take a little longer time, you can be patient, follow the letters. You want it done and start seeing results within, I'm going to call it out for my boy Dave over there at Everything Credit. Give him 90 days minimum. Minimum, give him 90 days. Don't harass him. Don't be like, oh, I want my money back. No. Because his prices are a fraction compared to what Mikey's charging for $4,000 out the gate, which is illegal to do now. He can't do that anymore. So now it's a payment program with benefits, which I am on investigating right now. That's another video that's coming out in 2 days from right now, which you'll all be very surprised by. Do it this way. Set up payment programs then with Everything Credit. Have them work it out for you. 90 days minimum, and watch the changes and effects happen. Tell him Uncle Mikey sent you. He'll know what I mean by that because he watches the video, so he'll know. Say, Uncle Mikey sent me. He'll work it out with you. Okay? That's what he does. From the time the sun goes up till after it goes down, when you go to sleep, Everything Credit Dave is working. Credit Crusader works nonstop. Jim the Credit Guy, still working on something amazing for all of you. I talked to him. Still working some great stuff. Don't take anything I say literally unless you do your own homework. For those of you that trust me, I appreciate that. I really do appreciate that. But still do your homework. Verify these things. It's all public information we're putting out there. There's nothing that's like top secret hidden. Yeah, we got to dig here and dig there to find it. But do it. And if you're on the fence and you're just not sure, like Mike has great videos, great information. I started my first video by saying he had some beneficial information. Small things here and there. But nothing different that you couldn't get out somewhere else on another YouTube platform. If he decides at one point, and this is for you, Mikey, because I know you watch these things, you just want to kill me, dude. I know you evaporate this guy, get him off the face of the earth. I know it's driving you nuts because I'm cutting your money off, okay? When you decide that you want to run an honest business based off credit education businesses at fair pricing, I'll stop, and I'll go after the next asshole behind you. Because there's 6 or 7 more of you out there. The difference is with you, though, is that you've done it to so many people, and I've learned to care about these people and talk to these people constantly. I just talked to Keish today. Keish and I were going back and forth. Went through text messages, video messages, whatever it may be, but we talked. And the sad thing is, she's in shock, even watching the other people that are coming up as victims right now on video. You're running out of places to hide, buddy. You really are. Like, you can run a business from your basement, your closet, your sister's room, lock the door, stay in the walls, communicate by phone, whatever you want to do. You can do that and try to do that if you choose to do that. Or you can be honest and show your face and take your ass to a court, take your ass to a lawyer and say, I need to start working on a payments package for all these people. Will they sign? That's right. Everybody. You and your BS subscriptions. Give me a break, dude. I mean, come on. Like, subscribe. You're trying so hard and running these fool's errands for yourself. I mean, your handlers, I wonder if they're even around anymore. I haven't heard from Brock. Who knows where he's at, what he's doing. I don't know. Maybe he's running. Who knows? But to jump on Facebook and run something for the truckers, the OT drivers, you're reaching to those guys? Watch out, Mikey, because those guys put their whole life out there, have one of the nastiest, hardest jobs ever as an OT trucker, okay, on the road trucker, and you take their money and show them no benefits to it, they're worse than bikers, bro. They're worse than MCs. They will come after you, literally. They won't use the courts to do it. They'll tie you to one end of a rig and another end of a rig and go opposite directions and split you apart and see what the pennies come out of your pocket. You're an idiot, okay? Stop stealing people's money, Mikey. Give it back. It's not hard. This is not a usual video of people, I understand, but I'm giving you information piece by piece because we got to get it out there. So if you can, share my video with somebody, like, subscribe if you like, and also too, as always, make your YouTube channel, create your video, your testimonial, put it on your YouTube channel, and if you want to reach a lot of people, please get it to our general at Credit Crusader. If you need the education on just the letters, watch Credit Crusader. Watch his videos, what he tells you about CPNs, trade lines, credit washes, credit help, credit repair. Go to Jim the Credit Guy, get those letters. They're amazing. They're flawless. They take time, though, because obviously they want to fight you and deter you from trying to get down your credit score, or get it up, I should say. And if you want someone to do it for you, to really help you out and educate you at the same time, pay a little bit of the money, just a fraction, pay a little bit of the money to Everything Credit over where Dave's at. Let him know. Let him know. Uncle Bad Touch Mikey sent you. You always have that uncle, right, as he talked about it. I'm that uncle that would help you out, that cool uncle. Yeah, you're that weird uncle that sneaks in the bedroom at night. You may not touch me, but Lord knows you go in my wallet and take all my money. Okay? So out there, as I say again, David Stanley, full-time Apache Helicopter, pilot, rigger, shooter, whatever you want to call it, part-time comedian. All right? Educate yourselves, folks. Educate yourselves nonstop. This is the best muscle you could ever have on your body. Educate yourself. And to Uncle Mikey, you're number one, buddy, right from the Credit Crusader.